because you're a bit cold, won't you? Yeah. I want you to feel comfortable with me. So if you ever want to put your coat on, put your coat on. Alright? So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through some imagery in our heads. So we've been through the self-talk. So we can score this. We're going to really win the league. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. We talked about all that inside. So now we're going to go through a little bit of self-talk and imagery. So we've been through the self-talk, so imagery. So what I want you to do when you take the attention is just really imagine what you're going to do. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I want you to focus on the exact spot. I want you to think of it. It's a 20p piece somewhere. Yeah, it's that small. So if you want to hit bottom right, keep left, think of it there. I want you to be like a laser straight on that spot. Alright? Yeah, so if you do that for me, just think of it, little 20p there, try and hit that. Try not that 20p over. So same as before, hit your one up as you would. Shake your arms to the step back. Breathe, relax. Just really aim for that ball. 20p there. Try and hit that 20. If you get that 20p piece, I'll give you a 20p. Alright? Right, okay, so where's your 20p? Move your 20p. Move that 20p.
Hello, welcome to my video. Plyometrics. Muscular injury is one of the major problems facing today's athletes, both recreational and professional. Injuries to skeletal muscle represent 30% of the injuries seen in sports medicine clinics. As a result, it is imperative to utilise the most effective means to aid in deterring recovery. However, there are conflicting opinions regarding the methods of reducing muscular injury through walking and stretching techniques.
Go! Out.
Demonstration. So, what is plyometrics and why do we use it for football? Plyometric activities use rapid switching, eccentric to concentric contractions to increase speed or force of muscle contractions. Training the stretch shorten cycle by jumping enhances athletic performance. So why do we use plyometric training, I hear you ask? Simple. So one of the strengths of plyometric training is that jumping is a simple plyometric task, providing a variety of athletic movements. Plyometric exercise uses the stretch shorten cycle to train muscles to do more work in less time. That's according to Holcomb, Rutland and Weiss in 1996, and also Kinetic in 1978. In plyometric activities, muscles rapidly switch from eccentric action to concentric contraction, essentially leaving no time for the muscle to relax. Stored elastic energy in the muscle and the stretch reflex summates to permit the muscle to create greater force. It's according to Hendrick and Anderson in 1996, Holcomb et al. Also in 1996, Comey in 1988, McNeely in 2005, and Wagner and Kokach in 1977. Tasks such as vertical jumps, hops and or bounding movements are often used to increase explosiveness and strength of the lower extremities. It's according to Eben 2005 and McNeely also 2005. As well as many strengths, there are, however, weaknesses associated with the exercise format. Because of the high risk of jumping activities, which put great stress on the joints, fitness coaches and exercise physiologists recommend that individuals only perform plyometrics under supervision and with correct training. Workouts should be limited to twice per week, even for advanced exercises, to allow the muscles time to recover, according to Leitner in 2015.
Better.
Go on. Yeah. Elbow circles. Seal swings.
I felt it important to demonstrate how the action should be performed
Over and back.
before asking the athlete to actually perform it.
Give it some. Freestyle bounce.
As previously stated, it is essential that a proper warm-up is conducted before each session.
Arm circles, forward and back.
The warm-up generates an increase in body temperature that may benefit overall physical performance. 3 basic types of
Trunk
warm-up may be
rotation.
used to prepare for strenuous activity. These are passive, general and specific. The best of these is specific,
Hip circles.
which not only increases the temperature of the body parts involved in the activity, but also provides a rehearsal
Bow
of
and
events
bends.
to take place, according to Shuttle in 1983.
Really extend
This
that
is what
back.
will be used in this video. We've used the specific
That's it,
warm-up
that's it.
to actually gain the best
Now
from
let's do some knee
the
circles.
exercise.
Get them knee circles done.
During the stretching portion of the warm-up, the athlete performs 10 to 15 reps each way.
Leg swings.
All stretches for 10 to 30 seconds, 1 to 50 seconds. Stretches performed where
Under
wrist
the leg.
circles, elbow circles, split seal swings, over and backs, style bounce, arm circles, forwards and backwards,
Squat and ankle stretch.
trunk rotations,
Them ankles
hip
stretch.
circles,
Get down.
bow and bend, knee circles,
Lean right
leg
over on the
swings,
ankle.
squatting ankle
Yep.
stretch, and finally Russian.
Another side. Let's get that Russian baby maker done. Brilliant. Go. Go.
So, why do we incorporate Olympic lifts, in this case power cleans,
Go.
to our sessions? The barbell power cleans, resistance exercises, are typically used to generate and develop high levels of muscle recovery. For training purposes, there
Go.
are several commonly used variations that incorporate
Go.
various portions of the lift. Hang cleans, box cleans, clean pulls,
Go.
etc. Power values greater than 6,000 watts have been recorded for the athlete weight levels during the second pull, that's the top portion of the lift, of the clean during competition. For the purposes of football, chronic training with the clean exercise and its variations can result in significant improvements in physical activity requiring high power, such as vertical jump or sprinting, both used heavily in the game of football, as according to Jones et al.
Shoulders back.
Simmons et al. 2005 established that elite football players should perform explosive power exercises such as the power clean, which had severe all year round in order to maintain explosive power and take up the ball.
Go.
There are, however, weaknesses when incorporating Olympic lifts into training sessions. It has been noted in the past that it can be difficult to get footballers to incorporate Olympic lifts into their training. However, this was not the case for this client. My client already had a good understanding of other resistance training and was keen to learn a new skill. Resistance exercise with machines has been claimed to be safer than with free weights, although there are few scientific data to support this. On the other hand, free weights can be more readily train large muscle masses and synergistic muscles. However, free weights require more precise balance and motor control because of the freedom of movement allowed. This movement may be optimal for the experienced lifter, but it could potentially increase the risk of injury for novice lifters. Strength training studies comparing free weight and machine training modalities have often reported no difference in training effect, although one study has reported greater strength improvements with free weight. Equivocal scientific results and unsubstantiated claims have contributed to the controversy surrounding the resistance modality issue. Jones, 2008.
Your legs look proper skinny from that.
Go.
Repeated sprint training. So why are we doing repeated sprint training? Well, it is estimated that football players will need to sprint for 2 to 4 seconds every 90 seconds during a game situation, according to Bangsbone, Norregard and Thorso in 1991. Sprinting accounts for up to 11% of a footballer's distance covered during a game, meaning that sprinting is an important factor to consider, according to Van Gerven and Bootmans 1988. In addition to sport-specific technical and tactical skills, strength, explosive power, speed and endurance, repeated sprintability has been shown to be an important factor for determining success in football. In top-level professional football players, significant correlations have been reported between running distances covered during a match and mean sprint times on an RSA test. Results on an RSA test have also been shown to discriminate professional from amateur players, meaning that higher RSA results are shown in professional footballers than in amateur footballers. Consequently, the optimal design and implementation of training strategies that enhance RSA in talented young players is of significant interest to football coaches and players. From a physiological viewpoint, RSA is a complex quality believed to be related to both neuromuscular related, determining maximal sprint speed, e.g. neural drive or motor unit activation. It is important to also consider weaknesses within the strategies used for this video. Analysis of football games at an elite level shows that the majority of players conduct short sprint runs, 2 to 4 seconds every 60 to 90 seconds, which equals about 60 to 90 sprints during a game. Wingers and forwards run significantly more sprint accelerations than do central defenders and midfielders, whereas the midfielders run the longest total distance during the game, according to Tonneson, 2011. Now, the performer being shown on the screen is a central midfielder, therefore it could be argued that this might not be the best training method for him to use, or may be used alongside other training methods to actually improve his specific fitness for his position.
Yeah, go. And go. Go. Go.
I felt it prudent at this point to explain why we cool down and why it is so important during every aspect of training to cool down properly afterwards. It is generally accepted that increasing the flexibility of a muscle tendon unit promotes better performance and decreases the number of injuries. Stretching exercises are regularly included in warm-up and cooling down exercises. However, contradictory findings have been reported in the literature. Several authors have suggested that stretching has a beneficial effect on injury prevention. In contrast to this, clinical evidence suggesting that stretching before exercise does not prevent injuries has also been reported. Apparently, no scientifically based prescription for stretching exercises exists, and no conclusive statements can be made about the relationship of stretching and athletic injuries. Stretching recommendations are clouded by misconceptions and conflicting research reports. We believe that part of these contradictions can be explained by considering the type of sports activities which an individual is participating in. Sports involving bouncing and jumping activities with a high intensity of stretch shortening cycles, for example football, for which this video refers to, require a muscle tendon unit that is compliant enough to store and release the high amount of elastic energy that benefits performance in such sports. If the participants of these sports have an insufficient compliant muscle tendon unit, the demands in energy absorption and release may rapidly exceed the capacity of the muscle tendon unit. This may lead to an increased risk of injury of this structure, which is not what we want at all. That's a reference for that is Rouissi et al. 2004.
Go. Ship circle.
I've mastered that.
Yeah. Go.
Demonstration of the Z drill was important, as the athlete had never encountered the drill before, therefore had no idea how to make the most of doing the Z drill and making sure that he was doing it correctly to gain the most benefits out of it.
Walk it in. Walk it in. Stop. Stop left. Go.
So, what is change of direction training and why is it used in football? Most field and team sports demands require rapid whole body movements, in addition to managing several random variables, such as the position, movement of the opponent, and or the ball. These specific movements can be described as agility-based action.
You do better now.
Agility is often defined as a rapid whole body movement with change of velocity
That was
and
nice
or
and easy.
direction in response to a stimulus. According to previous findings, change of direction ability is a determinant factor in team sports. Indeed, during competitive match play, football players perform approximately 723 turns. Moreover, the assessment of the ability to perform sudden change of direction is considered as a valid tool for fitness detection among young and adult football players. Furthermore, it allows discrimination between elite and non-elite young football players. That is according to Rouissi
Thank you very
et al.
much for watching.
2017.
That's all, folks.